Ubuntu without Snap. For years I thought it was impossible. Not in theory, in practice. Every time I tried, something broke. Snap came back. The system fought me. Eventually I accepted that if you want Ubuntu, you accept Snap. That's the deal. I was wrong, and today I'm going to prove it. But first let me tell you how we got here, because this story didn't start with a single decision. It was a slow, deliberate progression that took years. In 2016, Canonical introduced Snap with Ubuntu 16.04. The pitch was reasonable. A universal package format, sandboxed, automatically updated, compatible across distributions. Acceptable, optional. Nobody forced you. Then it stopped being optional. With Ubuntu 19.04, the GNOME calculator became a Snap package. The calculator, along with GNOME characters, GNOME logs, GNOME system monitor, basic system tools, converted silently. With Ubuntu 20.04, Chromium disappeared from the official repositories as a native .deb. If you wanted Chromium on Ubuntu, you wanted Snap. Full stop. With Ubuntu 22.04, Firefox followed the same path. The Firefox.deb package in the Ubuntu repositories is not the browser. It's a transition package, a wrapper that, the moment you install it, downloads and installs the Firefox Snap. With Ubuntu 24.04, Thunderbird did the same. This was not a gradual migration, it was a strategy. Canonical took the most common applications, the ones almost every user installs first on a new system, and turned them into Trojan horses for Snap. Procedures to remove Snap existed, but they were complicated, incomplete, and very often didn't work. The problem was never apt-purge snapped. That has always removed Snap. The problem was the next step, installing Firefox. The Firefox transition package had version 1.1 Snap 1.0 Ubuntu 2, with an artificially high epoch number that made it always appear newer than any PPA alternative. So apt would reinstall it automatically on every upgrade, bringing Snapd back with it. The solution always existed, pinning the Mozilla PPA, but for years it was poorly documented, cumbersome, and one mistimed apt upgrade was enough to bring everything back. I tried to get rid of it many times, and every time it went badly. I lost systems. I watched Snap come back on its own after an update. I tried installing Chromium from a PPA, and the system ignored everything, choosing Snap anyway. I used apt-mark hold snapd and ended up with blocked updates and dependency conflicts. The classic, you have held broken packages appearing at the worst possible moment. Every time I reached the same conclusion, Ubuntu without Snap is not possible. Ubuntu is Snap. That's no longer true, and I'm genuinely shocked by this. I spent several weeks testing it, receiving system updates, verifying that everything held up over time, and it does. I searched for official news and documentation to understand what Canonical changed to make this possible. I found nothing. No announcement, no blog post. It happened in silence. I ran the test again on Ubuntu 26.04, a fresh default installation, practically nothing extra installed. I followed the procedure step by step, and it works. Snap removed, Firefox installed as a native deb ESR version. I'll clarify that immediately. Clean and functional system. No snapd running in the background, no automatic updates you didn't ask for, no Snap Store. I want to steal just 1 minute of your time on something that has nothing to do with this video, but that I care deeply about. Devuan. If you use Debian, or if you have ever used Debian, you already know what it stands for. Freedom, stability, a system that belongs to the user, not to a corporation, not to a foundation with a political agenda. That is the promise Ian Murdoch made when he founded Debian in 1993. A distribution built on principles, not on convenience. Devuan is that promise kept. When Debian voted to make systemd the default init system, a group of developers refused to follow. Not out of stubbornness, out of principle. They forked Debian, removed systemd, and gave users back the choice that Debian had taken away. The result is a system that is stable, reliable, and free in the deepest sense of the word. No monolith controlling your boot, your logs, your network, your DNS. Just a clean, composable system that does what you tell it to do. Debian is not a workaround. It is not a protest. It is the real Debian, the one Ian Murdoch would recognize. If you want a system that respects the Unix philosophy, that puts you in control, and that does not compromise on freedom, Devuan is where you start. For information, support, and help migrating, visit systemdfree.com. Your init system matters. Choose accordingly. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Remove snapd. This removes snapped and everything that depends on it. All your snap packages go with it. This is the most interesting change. In the past, you had to remove all dependencies one by one, build a list, follow a precise order. Now it's all handled automatically, at least on a clean Ubuntu 26.04 installation. If you have data in any Snap application you care about, back it up before running this command. Step 2. Hold the package. This tells apt to never reinstall snapd automatically. Without this step, certain system operations could bring it back without asking your permission. At this point, Snap is gone. But if you stop here and try to install Firefox with sudo apt install Firefox, you'll get the transition package, the wrapper that calls Snap back. Because Ubuntu's repositories only have Firefox in Snap format, and we'd be asking the system to install a Snap without having Snap anymore. We're not doing that. We go further. Step 3. Add the Mozilla Team PPA. This adds the repository that contains Firefox as a native deb package maintained by the Mozilla team. Step 4. Remove the Firefox AppArmor profiles. These profiles are tied to the Snap version of Firefox and work in combination with GNOME. If you leave them in place, they will interfere with the native installation. Step 5. Disable the Hunspell service. This service is tied to the Firefox Snap. Stopping and disabling it clears the path for the native installation. Step 6. Install Firefox. Done. Firefox installs as a native deb package directly from the Mozilla Team PPA with no Snap involved. Keep in mind that on Ubuntu 26.04, this is the ESR version, stable, secure, up-to-date, but not the current leading-edge release. For most users, it makes no practical difference. A note on Chromium. I tried to repeat the operation for Chromium and didn't manage it, simply because I couldn't find a working PPA or package source. I tried the version provided by Linux Mint, but it doesn't work. I'm sure a solution exists, but I won't recommend something I haven't tested myself. This procedure works for any package that Ubuntu provides only as a snap. There are not that many, but some are essential. Thunderbird is the most common case after Firefox. Now that Snap is removed, the Snap store is gone. You need an alternative. My favorite is Synaptic. For me, it's the best graphical package manager in existence. Simple, fast, precise. If you want something more modern, KDE's Discover is considerably better than GNOME software in my opinion. If you specifically want GNOME software with Flatpak support, thousands of applications available, without Snap, without Canonical in the middle. This is a clean system. No Snap running in the background, no unrequested automatic updates, no Snap store. Just your package manager, your packages, and your control. The advantages are not a minor detail. Snap is a centralized system controlled by Canonical with documented security and ecosystem freedom problems, not opinions, tracked CVEs, available in the description, which exist precisely because of the centralized mechanism of the Snap store. There are real technical problems, slow startup times, disk space consumption, updates you don't control. But the most important point is not even that. The point is freedom of choice. Ubuntu without Snap is now possible, and it's a matter of principle as much as it is a technical matter. If you absolutely must use Ubuntu, and I don't recommend it, at least do it without Snap. Now you can. As always, see you in the next video, and may Linux be with you.